All right, now that we've multiplied monomials, we're going to multiply binomials. Binomials, let's recall a binomial is a term that has two parts to it. So this is our binomial right here. This is it. And it's a lot like what we did with monomials, except now we just have to do it twice. So same thing applies here in this area model problem. We're going to take c squared times c to the third. Remember, we add the exponents. We're going to do the same thing down the list. So we get c to the fourth. Down here, we get c to the third, 2c to the third. Okay, on the other side, we're going to do the same thing with 1. So 1 times c to the third is just c to the third. Remember, anytime we multiply by 1, it's the same thing. So we also have to make sure we add any like terms. So if we look through here, are there any like terms that we can combine? I see c to the third power. Those two are the same thing. Okay, so in our box, we're also reminded that we should answer in standard form. So we have to put our answer in highest to lowest exponent. So c to the fifth plus 6c to the fourth plus how many c cubes? We have 3 of them, right? If we add 2 plus 1, we have 3c to the third plus 6c to the second plus 2c. And that's how we multiply binomials. Same thing in this assignment, except there aren't going to be any rectangles drawn for you. Your answer should be a polynomial in standard form. Notice how it just says expand. All right. Expand means we're going to multiply these two binomials. So I'm going to take the first term and distribute into each term in the second set of parentheses. When I do this first part, I get y to the fourth. Remember, we're adding the exponents. And then y squared times negative 4. This is negative 4y squared. I should repeat the same process, but now with negative 9. Remember, two negatives multiplied together turn into a positive. I also have to answer this in standard form, so I want to make sure my exponents are written from highest to lowest, greatest to least. I also have to combine any like terms. So negative 4y squared minus 9y squared turns into negative 13y squared. Same idea here, but now we just have to multiply 3 terms. So let's start with c squared. 2c to the fourth is this first part. And then plus 3c to the third minus c squared. C squared times negative 1 is negative c squared. Let's do the same thing. I want to write it in red with the negative 6 distributing through. So minus 12 c to the second minus 18c plus 6. Then I'm going to look to combine any like terms, which there are right here in the middle. That will turn into negative 13c squared. And then I should write it in standard form, which it already is after I combine the two in the middle. And that's all for multiplying binomials.